Hello everyone, this is Hippo from Luminosity Gaming, and today we will be covering the weapons used by pro players throughout Stage 4 of the 2023 Call of Duty Mobile World Championships this year. We will be separating these weapons into three main categories: aggressive, flex, and passive. Please note that within the categories, the weapons are not ordered in any particular way, so just because a weapon is mentioned before another weapon, it does not mean that it is better or worse. Let's not waste any time and head straight into the list, starting with the aggressive weapons. First is the Fennec, which is by far the best aggressive SMG in the game due to its insanely fast potential 4-shot time to kill at 162 milliseconds and a competitive 5-shot time to kill at 216 milliseconds. Even if you do not achieve the potential time to kill, its incredibly fast fire rate means that you are punished far less for missing shots compared to other weapons in the category, such as the Switchblade X9 or QQ9. This is really important because say you take a Switchblade or a QQ9 and you face a Fennec. If you do not actually hit all your shots with the Switchblade or the QQ9 against the Fennec, then the Fennec is going to have a much greater likelihood of being able to beat you unless you are at an incredibly far range trying to cross-map each other. The Fennec is also incredibly mobile, making it the ideal weapon for pushing into objectives and thus allowing it to thrive in this fast-paced metagame. While it does have some pretty high flinch and vertical recoil, that is less relevant for an aggressive SMG. The only real concern is the small mag size relative to its fire rate, but thankfully it reloads really fast to be able to make up for that. We recommend improving range and recoil without hurting mobility too much, so you can use it outside of close quarters. We also have the R90 here, which is without question the best shotgun in the game for competitive multiplayer. It isn't quite as versatile as the SMGs as it is a shotgun, but it is unbeatable in close quarters due to its ability to reliably one burst up to nearly 20 meters, making it an ideal pick for maps like Summit, where most of the ranges are within 20 meters or lower for most of the fights that you'll be taking. Now, once you get into the objective, the game pretty much becomes a point-and-click adventure, and every fight is in your favor as long as you hold the tight corners and hit your shots. So the build that we recommend focuses primarily on maximizing its lethality by boosting range and also bullet spread accuracy. Moving on to the flex weapons, we have three weapons in this category, starting off with a gun that has been at the top of the metagame for nearly 2 years at this point, the CBR4. You want to play at the same fast pace as your entry subs while being able to cut off rotations and win mid-range fights? Use the CBR4. This is quite literally the ultimate do-it-all weapon with a fast rate of fire, excellent time to kill at all ranges, large mag size, rather decent bullet spread accuracy, SMG mobility, and some of the easiest recoil in the game. This makes it so that it's an incredibly strong weapon that can hold its own in practically any situation while being extremely easy to use. Our build here is pretty much what every pro uses, improving range and bullet spread accuracy while retaining the mobility and handling. Next up is the FFAR-1, which has replaced the Krig as the go-to flex AR. This is due to its forgiving fire rate, paired with snappy handling from the Black Ops attachments, which allows it to compete at closer ranges. It also has the potential to kill in just below 200 milliseconds up close with head and chest shots, which isn't exactly the most consistent, but it's still something to take into account. Bullet spread accuracy and recoil are good as well, so you can comfortably take fights at longer ranges to take advantage of the competitive overall time to kill. Long story short, this is basically the AR version of a Switchblade that also has better bullet spread accuracy and range overall, so I think it makes sense that it's a top-tier flex weapon. Now, for the build that we would recommend, we focus on improving handling and bullet velocity to enhance its versatility over longer ranges. To round out the flex weapons, we have a weapon that has just recently seen a resurgence back into the competitive metagame, the HVK-30. The weapon has an absurd damage profile which allows it to achieve a 3-shot kill rather consistently up close and never need more than 5 shots to kill. Headshots are super rewarding as well, and if you manage to land both headshots in the first or second ranges of the weapon, you'll be rewarded with a near instant time to kill that is less than 100 milliseconds. It also features rather solid bullet spread accuracy and recoil that is rather easy to control with decent mobility, so there isn't a range where this gun can't perform well. The only downside is the small mag size of 32 rounds or throughout Stage 4, 29 rounds, so this won't be quite as suitable for players with subpar ammo management. But if you can handle the small mag, you're looking at a weapon that can challenge SMGs and rival main ARs rather consistently, which is why it's seen usage, as if you can notice, the fire rate is actually practically the same as the LK-24. However, It is more suited to be able to handle closer range fights, making it probably the best main AR option for maps like Summit, where fights can be a lot more close range and SMGs run rampant. The build that we will recommend you focuses on boosting ADS time and range along with the large caliber ammo, which is mandatory. The last category of weapons will be the passive weapons, starting with the Kilo 141, which has been a top tier weapon ever since release. Not much really needs to be said about it, as it features low recoil, good damage range, great bullet spread accuracy, and a comfortable fire rate that is not too fast or too slow. For the build, we recommend boosting its range performance by improving the range and accuracy. The LK-24 is another weapon that performs quite similarly to the Kilo 141 and has been picking up some steam recently. Compared to the Kilo 141, it features even better bullet spread accuracy and recoil, making it one of the most accurate weapons in the game. It also has a very low flinch profile, actually the lowest out of all the ARs. Multipliers are stronger in the LK as well, as landing 2 upper body shots will reward you with an even better 4-shot range than the Kilo, and a headshot in the initial ranges can allow you to get a 3-shot kill. All this at the cost of having slower fire rate and mobility than the Kilo 141, making main AR players such as Blur or Tectonic struggle to sometimes choose between the two. At the moment, however, the LK is seeing more usage due to its greater ease of use and stronger range profile. The build we provide has a similar build philosophy to that of the Kilo 141, focusing on improving range and accuracy. The UL736 has also been gaining quite a bit of hype as well from players such as Space from Tribe, Kings from Mayhem, formerly known as Simplicity, and Scott from Devious. You can think of this as the heavy-duty main AR with very strong upper body multipliers that give an incredible 4-shot kill range and the potential to 3-shot kill in the initial range. This 3-shot potential is actually critical towards the success of this weapon, as despite the slower handling and rate of fire, the 3-shot allows for the weapon to win closer range encounters against SMGs and ARs, along with performing as a counter to the typical LK or Kilo 141 main AR player. This, along with the low recoil, makes it theoretically the best full auto weapon for longer range engagements, and even though it handles slower than ARs, it's still very good for an LMG, so it's not as big of an issue. Our build that we recommend focuses on boosting accuracy to maximize its long-range potential. The Holger 26 is another weapon that has been a meta option ever since its release, being the bane of ranked for the longest time. With a competitive overall time to kill, great damage range, very low recoil, solid bullet spread accuracy, 100-round mag, Jesus, and the cherry on top of the cake, phenomenal strafe speed due to the node stock attachment. This makes for a really easy to use weapon that is also incredibly frustrating to play against, as you can just hold down entire portions of the map while being really difficult to hit by strafing. But obviously being an LMG means that it handles slower than other weapons, so it's important to be pre-aiming frequently. Our build will be focusing on improving mobility and handling while retaining the bullet spread accuracy. The last weapon on our list is the only sniper rifle on the list, the Locus. Now, a quick note on sniper rifles. Sniper rifles are theoretically the strongest weapons in the game, being unbeatable when pre-aimed while being capable of outgunning even SMGs up close by landing a single shot. But that is a big if, since you will need to be accurate, as missing even a single shot could mean instant death. Now, while the DLQ does have the edge in terms of consistency, the Locus has better ADS time, fire rate, and mobility. Presuming you have excellent quick scoping accuracy like Washi from LG or Neon from Wolves, this makes the Locus a superior sniper, as it can easily take on multiple enemies in respawn modes like Control or in Search and Destroy. Of course, there are faster snipers such as the Outlaw, but these tend to be too inconsistent with their one-shot kill hitbox, making it too easy to punish compared to the Locus. The build we recommend needs no discussion, just max out ADS time, as building it for anything else is a waste of attachments. And those are the top 10 weapons that the pros have used in this year's Stage 4. Let us know in the comments which of these weapons you have in your loadouts, and if you don't, tell us what you prefer to use as well. And if you found the video helpful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Going dark.